actually used to be a console player. He played Fortnite on console. He actually swapped over to keyboard and mouse, and he's a competitive player on keyboard and mouse now. Did you still play with a remote controller, or have you made the transition?
Did you just ask if I played with a remote controller?
I'm asking if you still do, or have you?
No, first of all, I've always played mouse and keyboard. Thank you. Also, a remote control is something you use to drive something else. Right. What is wrong with you, Monster?
You know, the controller.
No, I've actually, I played a controller for a little bit at the very start, and then I was like, you know what, I really want to try and just get better with mouse and keyboard, and so I dedicate a lot of my time to kind of focusing up with that. So now am I good? I'll tell you what, ask Sundown, and he will tell you the honest truth.
Hey,
right
listen,
now.
I saw you in the practice games win that game over Bala.
No one's gonna listen. Hey, that's what happened. But
that really happened. You got this, but let's not take away from
Eric Gordon. No, Slago Man as well. He is down. Look at this. This is Ali A. He's like, hey, hello. I'd like to come in the house now, please. I need eliminations. Excuse me.
I like what he did there. He's using those stinkers to clear out the air, see if there's anyone nearby. Jeremy Ray's going to stick this revive, even without taking out Ali A. He says, you know what? You're safe enough. I'm just going to get you right here. He's going to commit to it. It's only a couple seconds left. Is it going to be enough?
Listen,
we'll find out soon.
He's been part of the movie It. He knows what true terror is. Ali A is not going to be the one terrifying him for trying to revive his teammate. Over, though, you got Ewok. You've got Jordan Fisher. They are hanging out by Pueblo right now. And it looks like they're pretty kitted out, all things considered. I mean, they've got the bare bones of what they need to get themselves started, right?
Absolutely. Jordan Fisher here does have a okay loadout, so I say okay because he has a shotgun, he has shield. That's just enough. He's got the disengage tool, which he kindly shared with Ewok right there, giving her, you know, an impulse or a shockwave as well to make sure that she can also disengage if things get sticky here. But it's all about getting that information. Look at the creep up. As you know, actually, Dead Rebel and Oscar have been holding his spot down since earlier today, and they've done a great job fending off every single duel that's landed here. No duel has been successful. I'm actually curious to see if they're going to be able to win this early game engagement as well. They've been doing it so well so far.
I mean, it looks like they maybe don't want to take the fight. As far as inventory, they're in a similar situation, right? Not really much of anything in the way of materials. Loadouts looking super sparse, and the big thing here is those three weapons, gray AR, green AR, and that drum gun are all using the same ammo type, right? So the moment you start firing one, you are just draining ammo from those other potential resources, so they don't want to take this fight. I think it's smart to disengage. It's not worth it right now. Let them have it. There's loot behind you. Just keep the ball moving.
Yeah, true that. See Oscar just sitting up top there. Oscar, an Argentinian YouTuber who plays Fortnite. Recently started singing. But looks like we're going to jump in with John here. See what they have in Salty Springs, one of my favorite places. John Ha and Wade.
John Ha rocking John Wick.
Ooh.
Huh.
Huh.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm telling you right now, Pookie Face is the only person in the world that appreciates my jokes. I bet you wherever she is rolling around laughing because she got that one as well. She also got my NSYNC one that you flamed me for. Cake!
Oh.
I would love some. Look at that. 5 HP and 5 shield. You like to see it. Wade is going to go ahead and try and get back grouped together. Oh, actually, he's trying to push Yoshi. That is not his same team member. Just kidding.
Yeah, Wade's right up there. Yoshi is in the skeletal remains of what was the monster kind of battle that occurred. I didn't get to actually watch that event in-game, unfortunately.
Bro, you missed out.
Dude, I was working on some things, but here we have Yoshi. I said I wanted to see what he's got with the kind of representation for the Castler squad here. He's still alive, and unfortunately, Freddy was taken out. He's got to use one of his 2 shadow bombs right now. He might have to use a second here. We'll find out, and nope, keeps his calm and cool, says, I'm okay, I got out of there, and it's enough distance for him.
3 things. 1, you know Solari's a cool guy, because he is a cool guy, and I know him. 2, he's using the drift double pickaxes, even cooler. 3, they went to that monster spawn. That is actually the new hotspot. You can get so many resources and loot from that, and that's why you saw him go there. But Mr. Fresh Asian, already 5 eliminations. My goodness, he is just... 5? I don't know, dude. He is tearing up Pleasant Park right here, right now. I like that he's even going that extra precaution, right? Like, hey, we know, we can see in the bottom right mini-map, there's no one else. These guys have cleaned out everyone. But he's trying to make sure. He's like, look, I need to make sure to get my teammate up. We're going for the long game. Let's make sure we're back in this. Chandler Riggs here, one-shot girl. Over here, they're going to be disengaging. They probably have been seeing these people go up the sky platform. There you go. They're going to scope in. Not worth the engagement right now. I mean, look at the loadout. Look at the materials. This
so unfortunate. The 2 times we tuned in with a Run Shot Girl, she had a drum shot. Here's a little fun fact. One Shot Girl wrote a song and made a music video about how she loves Wendy's.
Yo, high key, Wendy's is dope. If you disagree, I'm not really sure what you're saying.
You know what would be a really cool username for you, Zeke?
What?
Fast Food Zeke. All right. Zeke kind of recuperates from that one. I think I might have broke something inside of him with the joke, but it's all good.
All right. I feel personally attacked right now. You're not wrong, but I feel personally attacked right now. Wow. Okay, Power is here. Goff is here.
It's a great username, though. Honestly, it's clever.
Fast Food Zeke. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Watch that elimination feed in the top left. Chandler Riggs and Ali A are finding eliminations. Wow, my brain tried to put Ali A and R in one word. Let's not do that again. Now he's out in the storm. He is ticking down. He needs to try and get out of dodge if possible. But it looks like he might have quite the trek still to make. Exile is just up in front of him there. Dude, look how far away he has to go. He's down by Lonely. The circle is over by Pressure Plant. He's got to go.
Yes,
he
has
something.
Super long rotation. He does have Shadow Bomb, so that's okay. But with the player nearby, oh my, the aggression says, you know what? He's going to chop that build down right there. And it's barely held up, but instead he goes for the build battle. He's actually committed to this. Drops a great floor right there to block him out and commits all the way. That's one shot. Can he get the third? All he has to do is commit one more time. He's going to fall into the box. He's trying so hard here. He's already committed. That's his floor as well. He takes that, goes for the edit. And now in comes the pressure. He's trying to fall right inside. There is a nifty little trick, though. If he just walks right up to the cone, he can actually fall and slip inside and catch his opponent off guard. Let's see if he ends up doing it. All this.
It's not looking good, man. It's not looking
Defense
good.
In. Oh, tries to disengage.
That was not the play. Should have just stuck with it. He's got no HP, but look at Exile on 11, 10. That's another 9 seconds before he's going to be eliminated. Ali needs to look up. He literally needs to look up in this guy right now. Does he see him?
He didn't see him.
He went over the hill. He's trying to get the angle on him.
No way. Oh, it gets taken out right there, and it is going to convert to Ali A because he did the last damage, and oh no. Edokoff, we were just watching him. He's a 28-year-old Brazilian YouTuber, just moved to the States, and to get taken out, that's so unfortunate. But now we're looking at Flake's Power. Can he clutch it up for Edokoff, his teammate here? Should be the carry right now, and that's a great shot. Did get JT Brown, but couldn't convert. Marksman right there, so good. Connects with all of his shots, and that's the name of the game, Zeke.
I mean, like I kind of touched on earlier, Marksman is a very good competitive player. The fact that anywhere they were trying to go, Marksman was ready. Storm flips, stink grenades, drop down. I'm ready with my shotgun. Tough spot to be in. Look at this though, AIRWAKS. Look at the loadout. Monster, launch pad, 6 minis. We've got shadow bombs. We've got the brand new Storm Sniper. We've got golds and purples across the board. Mats for days. And of course, to top it all off, he's got the bush there for extra padding to absorb an incoming shot or amount of damage. AIRWAKS is playing as if it's tomorrow. He's like, look.
I know, like AIRWAKS is a World Cup qualifier and everything, and RLGRIME makes music, but I got a feeling RLGRIME is way better than we think. He has been doing so good.
So here's the thing. I actually ran into him in the lobby 2 days ago.
Okay.
I was like, hey man, like how are you, you ready to go? Like you guys just won summer block party. What do you think? He's like, bro, I've literally been practicing every day. Like every moment I have, I want to be good. And that's what we're seeing, right? Like
it's such an amazing feeling seeing these guys keep up and really, get that bug for Fortnite that we love, that itch to want to grind right there. That's a good feeling, but
he's a slayer. All right.
Fresh Nation actually brought back Desmond Chan from the reboot card. Remember, last time we saw him, they were down.
No, I think that was Revive.
Okay, so he managed to pick them up, and they're still in the game. And they're still in Pleasant Park, by the way.
Dude, they've been locking it down. Look, Mr. Fresh Asian, though, he had a shot go his way because his shields are ripped, and that's Jelty. That is the winner from the last game. Jelty is here. Unfortunately, his dual partner has been eliminated. But Monster, look at the loadout. I mean, he's got a loadout that he, it's like a skirmishing loadout, right? I'm going to shockwave forward. I'm going to combat you a couple times. If you try to leave, you're going to get lasered. You're going to get beamed. If I need to follow up, I have the launch pad. you know, he's in a prime spot, but look at the builds.
And this is how you know he's an actual competitive player. That's a competitive loadout. Most players in the comp scene will run a combat with an AR. You know, most of them do tend to run the dual weapons followed by utility and heals. So Jelty is a scary, scary player to be going against. And Mr. Fresh Asian needs to be very wary here because Jelty catches a small lead. He's gonna push.
You see there, he had the angle. He saw the player edit down, and he pre-edited his wall, ready to take the shot. Now, of course, they had an extra wall there between them and Jelty, so they were ready. You know, there was no shots coming through. He's gonna drop the turret there. He doesn't need that now.
You think Mr. Fresh Asian is baiting the sentry gun right here?
That's tough. It's hard to say. I mean, they obviously want to find this elimination, right? Someone in their face.
Oh, look, Jelty's setting it up right here.
No way.
He's setting it up. He's pushing all the way through. Gets the backside. That's one.
Two. That's on white. He's on white HP right now. He's got to remember where that other player went. He's gonna try and isolate these guys.
These are his builds.
Can he do it?
He's looking. He's on the hunt right now.
He still has a shockwave monster. He can still pull off the impossible, the craziest amount of skill. Look, and they're still joined at the hip. This actually could be their fall, right? Like, this could be what actually gets them eliminated. They kind of need to spread out a little bit in case he does have that second shockwave.
Jelty is clearly flexing the way he set up the ramp to bounce his body, you know, horizontally, right? Just straight across, making sure that he did not go upwards. It was a very, very clever strategy.
Wow. So they used the heavy snipe. They've tried to go for the floor replace, and look at this. He was already ready. It's like he's in their brains. He's literally reading their minds right now, Monster. He's so focused, so zoomed in.
This is quite the intense battle. It's a 1v2. Jelty has already shown that he is here to dominate. What can Jelty do?
I mean, he's got the grenades. He can start dropping
Going
them.
for it. He's doing it again. Fortunately, this time it was a bit of an overshoot, but it's okay. He's out of the lines then. He has 3 builds left, so he wants to mess around here. He does still own some of those. That was huge. He takes 1 player down. Can he get the second?
That's Mr. Fresh Asian.
Wow. All the duos you could have gotten right here, he actually got the competitive one. Mr. Fresh Asian is down. And a little bit of a taunt, because I think he knows.
He knows. He absolutely knows.
He knows. He saw the name. He knows who he's competing against. And now the confidence boost is there. Oh, no! He didn't see him! What's he gonna do? He still clutches up. Desmond Jam almost had it. So what happened there really quickly, Jelty peaked, but his character model was perfectly lined up with Desmond, who seemingly appeared out of nowhere.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that was actually so insane. And look at this, watch the elimination feed. AIRWAKS picks up Xavier Woods. Nick Merckx finds Mora there. And now we're back on board with Tfue and Nav.
I'm not over the near instant karma.
I know!
Really not over it, but here's Tfue laying down some shots here. Shield hit once right there. Expert Thief still in it. Joey Fatone is gonna get hit right there, unfortunately. He's gonna get taken out. And Sigala's close by.
Bye. Here's an instant replay coming out of AIRWAKS here. Look at the laser beam Xavier Woods just pulled out of the skies. Unfortunately, that's just the way of the road. Tfue and Nav, they are in the storm. I mean, it's going to be ticking for a little bit more, but look at this. He's juggling medkits. All right, there, come on. Don't drop it. There it is. That's actually really hard to do. I definitely can't do it. He probably wanted to keep the redeploy, but you know what? It's better to make sure you get into safe zone. Now, he's going to have like an empty slot, right? Once he uses the medkit, there's nothing available to him right now.
That was why he wanted to juggle it, especially being that it was a 5-tick. You know, he only had that 1 opportunity. Couldn't make a mistake right there.
Let's take a look at these replays coming out of Tfue. There goes Joey. Not going to make the joke again. A 30 over on this player. A 74. Sigala is going to be picked up. Look, this has to go back out and confirm. And I like that he did double back for the loot. That is going to, you know, that would have opened up more doors had he been able to juggle both, but it's okay.
And we saw Tfue earlier today talk about he almost had a great game. He almost had a victory, but not having any heals kind of was his detriment. But this time around, he's making sure he's taking good care of his loot pool right there. So it's gonna be nice. And Jelty's still in the game here, running that double box right now, making sure he's turning up here to kind of hold defense and look for another opportunity, being that he's by himself, especially now. He lost Gabo, unfortunately, and he's by himself again. Let's take a heavy snipe right there. Didn't connect, but your bottom right is AIRWAKS.
Man, this is actually really scary. Jelty has quite a kit on him right now. This loadout is actually insane, and you can tell he's prioritizing those grenades, right? He's hanging on to the, well, he hung on to the 3 that he had back in Pleasant, so he really values that item. But on the other side of the coin, look at AIRWAKS. Look at that loadout. Still about where we left off, right? The loadout of a king. He's got it all right now. He's got his dual partner, Grime. They're looking great on HP and shield. And let's not forget, they are in first place. And they are your summer block party champions. They want to defend that title.
This is the last game, and they've really slowed down the momentum here. They don't have nearly as many eliminations as we saw before, but AIRWAKS is looking to change this as he's going for the box chase here. He has Ghost Sean on his back. Sean just gets on out of there, pops it, and goes to the races. The Shockwaves is going to keep him alive for now as he pushes the wrong players here. AIRWAKS still in it.
The world is their oyster right now. They have everything they need to win this game. The question is, can they execute? Will there be something that happens? Will some other, duo take a step forward and say, we want to challenge you? You've got Ninja and Marshmallow, the 2018 Pro-Am champions across the way. Marshmallow dropped to half. On the other side, Cloak and Tfue. How do they keep finding themselves in a situation where they're very close to each other? Their minds are thinking in sync right now.
Oh,
banking
nice play
the
right
grenades.
there from Tfue is going to set it up perfectly to get these flows across. And look at the bank shot, so beautiful right there. Can he connect? That's one hit.
He got whipped.
He goes down. He's going to convert the Elim. And off to the reload he goes. He's going to do it one more time. Here's 1-2. Probably going to line up the shotty here. And he is trying to connect. He doesn't quite get it.
They land him. 44. But they're gone. And now you know for a fact that he knows that that was Cloak. And Cloak knows that this was Tfue. And he's saying, right now, this is not the engagement. Yep. We'll fight, but right now it's not the time. They go ahead and disengage. Tfue now, they're rocking 8 eliminations. That's 8 points, and that's huge. They still have launch. They used 1. They've got a second one. They've got it all.
Yeah, they're so loaded right now. So great play right here. Tfue's going to cut across. We talked about the competitive players, specifically love to run the dual weapon loadout, and that's exactly what Tfue has here. Loads of utility. Goes for the peak shot right here. And is that AIRWAKS he rolled up on? Gonna find out right now as Tfue's going for the water place here. He's better be careful. He might get punished in return here. He does take it, jumped into the box. These are not his builds. This is a dangerous spot to be. That's exactly why he backs up here. He's gonna go back to Nav. He's trying to relocate his teammate.
Odds are ringing out, but right now Tfue's playing defensively. This is really good. Now, where is Nav though? Watch that little marker. Nav is somewhere on the right. These guys need to connect if they can. You've got Sims down below. Okay, so Nav is actually 1 by 1 over diagonally.
And it was AIRWAKS who's right there. You saw that.
Actually, I think that was actually Ninja.
Might have been as well.
Man,
Ninja
it was
making
actually
those
Ninja.
peaks.
Yep. It was in fact Ninja. Look at, people. How many fantastic names. Sean O'Malley, Tfue, Nav, Kurt, JD, Wildcat. They were pushing Ninja. Marksman is here with JT Brown. They're already on 9 eliminations.
Wow, this is a huge game for Marksman here and JT Brown. If they can snag this victory, we don't know what that top 10 is going to be looking like after that.
Dude, everyone said, this is game 4. All right, let's go ahead and go full send. This is it.
Showing what they got, man.
Dude, even Jelty, look. Jelty's still here. He's still hanging out. He's been by himself, remember, since Pleasant Park, and he's still putting in work. Marksman and JT right now is going to try and rip the shield off of this player. 2 tags. There is the 3rd. That means that player has little to no shield left. And look at this. This is a shooting gallery. Everyone's flying around. White damage numbers go. Monster, they're out the storm. Can they be picked up? They cannot.
So close. They were doing such a great job working together to lay down that fire there. And there's still more players nearby. He's trying to see what he can get. That was a great shot right there. That one might actually convert, but it doesn't matter. He has to get to the next spot, and it does. It was Nick Merckx who ends up falling to the zone at that moment because he has so much damage. And look at this. Marksman says, you know what? You don't get that for free. He's breaking it on down right here.
Marksman wants this, dude. You can tell just by the way he's moving. He wants his victory out. Now, keep in mind, everyone here just hit top 15. That's an initial round of placement points. 3 for every single person on the board. This is huge.
AIRWAKS already has 4 eliminations as a team right here. RLGRIME and AIRWAKS. He's found someone else he wants to start pressuring. Those are his builds, though. Can he get this wall right here? There it is. Quick replacement. You didn't even see it. But just like that, it was his. That's a huge shot. Can he get the push through right now? We're looking at AIRWAKS in the bottom right screen here. In goes another replace. He's so fast. It was Ninja making it look easy.
And now look across the way. Marksman took the high ground. He does take fall damage. JT Brown and AIRWAKS, they're going up, up, up right now. Down below, Lachlan, McKenzie, Grime is still here. This is an all-out brawl right now, Monster. No duo is that close together. You've got Aiden. He's by himself because Rob was eliminated earlier on by Tifu. Lachlan's got himself caught in a box. And look, Marksman is using those chug splashes. He's like, look, now is the time. I know down below there is an enemy, and he is a threat. I have to be in the best possible spot.
Honestly, way to keep cool for Marksman. Recoups with this teammate right there. He just regathered himself, used those chug splashes, and that's why they're the best heal in the game. They're just back just like that.
Sean goes down. Courage also goes down in one failed swoop, and that was Aiden who picked them all up. And look at this Marksman. He's still holding that high ground right now.
AIRWAKS just got taken out by Aiden and Jacob, so Jacob is still in the running here. We saw him clutch a game earlier today. Can he do it even with no material once again in another game here? But it's going to be a tough one as Marksman and JT Brown are so healthy and looted in the high ground right here. Aiden actually just straight up wraps up Jacob right there.
Dude, they have materials. They just use a chug splash between them. Look at everyone else. It's Lachlan and Aiden. Now Aiden picks up Lachlan, but this is a 2v1, and Aiden is not in the right position right here. He needs to try and come up. He's going to be taking a ton of storm damage right now, Monster. What can he do?
He can't be counted out, though. Aiden is a qualifier here. Even with the double raining fire, what's it going to happen? JT Brown has given up the positioning, and he actually connects right there. And JT Brown wraps up Aiden in the final moments of the Pro-Am in Game 4. With a huge game, 12 total elims for JT Brown and Marksman.
Dude, well executed. You could tell. I mean, like you said, this is Aiden, right? This guy's been in situations like this before. He knew what he had to do. He tried to go for the high ground. Marksman, though, intelligently said, look, you know what? I'm going to block Aiden from getting this high ground. I know my dual partner has the angle. He's telling me he has the angle. Look at this. JT drops back down as Aiden says, look, I got to double back. Nope. JT is here. He is ready, and he lands a combat to the face for the victory royale.
What a sleeper of a duo right there. JT Brown says, you know, I'm partnered on Twitch for a reason. Let me show you how I connect with these shots real quick. That's exactly what he does. He was confident in the push, and he did a great job executing right there in those final moments. You can't ask for a better last game than that for another duo to kind of come up and really make sure that no one is safe here.
Does that mean we've seen a different duo every single game?
Yes, we have.
That's what the Pro will do to you, man. This is what Fortnite does to you, all right? What an unbelievable game that was. And it's crazy because for a while, that game was pretty slow. We slowed way down, right? Everyone's thinking, last game, what do I need to do? Where can I get? If not first, where can I push to try and get some money for my charity? You know, what place do I have to kind of push for to try and get the most?
First.
Yeah, well, first, yeah, of course. But I mean, you've got AIRWAKS, you've got RLGRIME, you've got Ninja, you got Marshmallow, you've got Marksman and his dual partner JT Brown standing in your way. That's tough. That's a tough ask. Well, I think I'm ready to know. Are you ready to know?
I'm ready to know. That was a great last game, and it can go either way.
I mean, here we go. After 4 games, everyone here in the venue, I think you guys are all ready to know who the winners are. And Monster, I'm going to allow you the honor, my friend.
And your 2019 Pro-Am here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals winner is AIRWAKS and RLGRIME coming back with another victory. First, they did it at the summer block party, showing that do not sleep on him. He's a